In 1943, as Japanese forces pushed deeper into Southeast Asia, they faced the relentless jungles of Burma, modern-day Myanmar. The terrain was treacherous, thick with dense vegetation, impassable mountains, and endless rain. Troops and supplies often had to move through remote paths, many of which were ancient trade routes known only to locals. One such route led through a valley rarely marked on maps. It was known only by a few villagers and was said to be a shortcut connecting two critical supply points. The Japanese High Command, desperate to find quicker ways to move troops, ordered a reconnaissance unit to explore this hidden trail. They were tasked with mapping the area and establishing contact with any local villages. The unit, consisting of 15 soldiers, entered the jungle early one morning. Days passed, and nothing was heard from them. Assuming they had been delayed or taken a different route, their superiors sent a second unit to search for them. But when the second unit reached the area where the first had supposedly traveled, they found no signs of their comrades, no tracks, no abandoned equipment, and no trace of where they had gone. It was as if they had simply vanished. Eventually, rumors started to circulate among the Japanese troops stationed in the region. Local guides whispered about a village hidden deep within the valley, an isolated community that was said to exist beyond the reach of time. According to folklore, the village was a place where travelers could enter but never leave. Determined to get answers, the Japanese command decided to send another reconnaissance mission, this time with experienced soldiers and local guides who knew the area. Their orders were clear: find the missing men and confirm whether the village existed. The team ventured into the jungle, battling through mud, thick undergrowth, and relentless rain. After days of trekking, they finally stumbled upon a path that led to a clearing in the valley. There, shrouded in mist and silence, was a small village. The buildings were old, with thatched roofs and walls made of bamboo and wood. Strangely, the village seemed untouched by the war raging outside. There were no signs of modern technology, no radios, no electricity. It was as if they had stepped back in time. Villagers appeared, dressed in traditional clothing, and greeted the soldiers with warm smiles and hospitality. They offered food and shelter, and the soldiers, exhausted from their journey, accepted gratefully. Yet, something about the village felt off. The air was thick with an eerie calm, and the villagers moved with an unnatural grace, their eyes devoid of emotion. The soldiers decided to spend the night in the village and continue their search in the morning. That night, as they rested in the huts provided by the villagers, strange things began to happen. Some of the soldiers reported hearing whispers in a language they couldn't understand, even though no one was around them. Others claimed to see shadowy figures moving just outside their huts, but when they stepped out to investigate, the figures would disappear into the mist.